We narrowly avoided selling Olet's body, but it's okay.
It wasn't that narrowly avoided. But yes, since there are so many new people here, and I don't plan on starting. Well, not even that many new people, just lots of people who haven't played together. And since I don't start with a trial today, introductions to one another.
Who
Start
first?
with Michael, and
Me?
work our way across.
All right. I am Michael Shortdeath. I am a very not tall but large jailer. Very imposing presence. I get a lot of information out of, well, my job and just generally torturing people. Yeah.
Okay, what is your alignment and what gods?
I'm
totally
aligned
for everyone else, not for me.
Yep. I belong to the Church of the Crouching One. He's generally the god of murder.
Blood for the blood god, am I right?
No, more just I will kill people if my god tells me to. It's inconvenient if my god tells me not to kill someone, but we can find ways around that. Though I should be murdering generally everyone. Is what my god says. It's generally a good thing. I am. What else? I know the city guard. What is he? He's got a promotion recently, didn't he?
Yeah, he's a captain now.
Yeah, the city guard captain. Who's currently, well, last that I know, he was down by the walls outside the slums, stopping people from going in and out. Well, you can go out, just you can't come in after night.
Yeah. This is a little too much goblin activity going on outside to just let the people move about freely.
Yeah. Yep, that's pretty much what I got going on.
Right. And I guess it'd be me next.
Yep.
Alright. I am Galford, no last name, because filthy lowborn. But I have political inclinations, and I have left where I was before to go to the current city that you all are at as a stowaway on a ship to try and A, for economic values, and B, I've kind of pissed off some bad people back where I'm from, so I'm trying to avoid that. And yeah, I'm just trying to go for economic opportunity and get away from people who I think may want me dead. Apart from that, religious inclination would be the Night Father, as make more sense.
Yeah, people are big on the Night Father in the city.
Which, yeah.
What is your alignment?
For order or for order? Both. Dignity and vehemence.
Nice. Yes, and yes, you also work for this lesser noble down here at the bottom of like relevant NPCs, who many other people also work for.
Right.
Okay.
I guess that's me now. I'm playing Olette. She is a very tall husky
yeah,
woman.
I made her a bit taller since so many other people are tall.
Okay.
She's now like 6'2".
Nice.
Wait, who is?
Olette.
Olette.
That makes a lot more sense character-wise. Because it was kind of weird that she was only like 5 foot something.
Yeah. She's an animal trainer. She has a dog, and she calls it Dritos. Yes, I have to move this token to remember his name. It's been a while. She's currently looking for work because the animal training business isn't going too well, and she's a lowborn, so she needs the money. At the moment, like, she's thinking about trying to get people to go and fight these damn goblins to get them out of the city. Ginger-haired, like, I think blue eyes. Like, I don't know what else to describe with her. Oh, her alignment is pride and arrogance. She worships the Winter King.
The winter. Oh, that's the winter guy, right?
Yes,
It's Ulrich.
exactly. Okay. Well, that's half of our PCs.
I can go.
Okay.
Siegfried, he's a rake. Came from a merchant family, coming up, trying to be a lesser noble family. He ended up getting in a search of some dark knowledge. Ended up being ostracized and exiled and branded, and he is new to town. He's kind of been roaming the countryside trying to plot his vengeance and his way back in. I did not pick any religious affiliation. He's a agnostic in search of knowledge, pretty much anywhere that illicit or legit. He is let's see, what did I put here? Where's my character sheet? Is not, oh, there we go. Heretic, impiety and heresy for his alignments.
Yes, I've been playing religious, like your religious leaning, sort of like a third alignment. But yeah, if you want to be kind of just generally against religion, I can work with that too.
Do you have are you rolling with a specific pantheon?
Yeah, just what's in the book.
Okay, let me decide that. He'll either be agnostic right now, or let me look that up. Any idea where
Sounds like
gods are?
Yeah, it's in the Grimoire under Divine Magic.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not super well laid out, but yeah, he sounds like he'd be pretty up for the learner.
Loner.
Learner, as in knowledge.
Learner.
As in
Okay.
nerd.
Oh, so can you actually read? Do we have someone who can read this time?
I can.
Awesome.
I can pretend to
Because
read.
that's really difficult. having no one that can
Education
read.
was one of the things I took.
Oh yeah.
Okay. I have one rank in education. I assume that means I have
If
the ability.
if you don't have a point in education, you can't read.
I just like the pictures.
I just like the pictures.
Uh,
You don't need to read when you got pictures.
pictures worth 1,000 words, so why do you need to learn to read?
Yeah, that's how I learned all my medical training. The pictures in the book.
I think
So
it's
if
just,
you
Well, I'd
guys
assume
want
you
an
learned
arm
that through trial and
bandage.
error.
Yeah, that too.
You would assume, but
Okay.
I may take some toes while fixing your arm, but you know.
you may lose a little thing.
Yeah.
But
It's like, I know you stabbed your toe, I'll have to amputate your leg.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Devil Core, I'm adding some notes in the Discord for myself. What was your class?
She's an animal trainer.
Oh, just so that I can keep both animal trainer and that's Olette, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think it's just Connor
And then-
myself who need to introduce ourselves.
Yep.
Guy in bronze, you were the
The what now?
what's your class?
Pirate.
Provocateur.
Yeah.
And what is your name again?
Galford.
And I want a salad. You're the guard, right?
I'm a jailer.
Jailer. Okay.
I'm a torturing jailer.
And your name again?
Michael Shorteth.
I mean, the name says it all. You're sure to
Yeah.
have death.
Yeah.
And last one is Mason.
I am Lucia Chesterfield, the Buccaneer.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the
Also,
pirate.
Michael has been branded as a rather zealous follower of the Crouching One.
Yeah.
I'll be right back. I gotta just take care of something real quick. I'll be like
Okay.
a minute. Really?
Yeah, I've got a branding on me. It's quite obvious. I do try and cover it up in social situations, but you know, I'm a lowborn, so
Okay.
Sorry, for some reason my notes. Okay, so I want a salad is the jailer Michael.
Yep.
And then the other one is provocateur. No, pirate Lucent. What was that again?
Lucia Chesterfield, she is a Buccaneer. That's a job. The pirate's a criminal act.
Oh, okay, all right.
Lucia's never broken the law in her life, so I don't know why.
Never stolen anyone's hat or beaten up any drunk captains.
He challenged me to a duel.
it's honorable.
Yes, everything about that situation was 100% honorable and on the up and up, and duels are totally legal in the city.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Okay, so Lucia, would you like to introduce yourself?
Yeah, I am Lucia Chesterfield. She's kind of a normal-looking, kind of average, plain kind of woman with quite a strong build. You can see that her skin is slightly darker than normal, owing to the fact that she has spent most of her life directly under sunlight and working very hard at sea. She's obviously a buccaneer and carries pistols on her hip. And she's got order and chaos alignment is adaptation and mayhem. So, yeah.
And she follows the Leviathan, I believe.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I mean, that's only sensible in her line of duty, you know. The Leviathan is his own beast, you know.
Yeah. He follows the Leviathan as much as anyone can. For
Yeah,
he is the most fickle of the divines. Okay, and
Yeah.
that's everyone who is currently here to talk about their character, isn't it?
Granak's not here.
Yeah.
Kranak?
Okay.
Okay.
Oh. Okay. Well, he can catch up in a minute. To the guild hall, where I forgot to set up this guy to show his. Okay. Well, yes, Athelia Discom of like who is the lower merchant who many of you work for, like as the two on his side have gotten, yeah, the two on his side of the table, like both work for him, as well as Wakefield, who is not currently here, has called you all to the guild hall to discuss a business proposition. I think in these times of war, it may be hard to do legitimate business, but many opportunities arise. Opportunities that would not be possible in calmer times. Totally legalize it, like I like to point out though. With these troubling times, we can found a new mercenary company and establish a new noble to head them. Unfortunately, none of you people are highborn of this area, so can't instill you, but my fine enforcer Wakefield would be a perfect choice. Has no chance of kids, so we got control of where the title goes when he dies, and is of the correct standing. So, if you guys are in on that...
Sorry by the way, guys. Why I missed?
Just starting the mission.
Yeah.
You're getting told that you can all get in on the ground floor, becoming, like, essentially a mercenary company, and one of the PCs who is not currently in the session is going to get, like, established as the head of it and turned into a lower noble. But
so Lucia's going to recline back in a chair and slap her feet down on the table and
yes,
recline.
this will
She's
require the removal of an existing noble. Because as you, I'm sure, are all aware, to truly be a noble, you need to control, you need control of the land, and all that's divvied up. So, something to work towards. You've certainly got the reputation down, and if you guys can have this Wakefield of mine helped become established as a noble under my control, I can help you all much more than I currently can. Boats for our apparent captain, proper standing for my long-suffering employees, knowledge, sacrifice, whatever you need. Even if it's just fine company. So, be on the lookout for ways to disrupt the current nobles. That Kit and his union movement seem like a good place to look into. Sure, he's doing something that we can yank his noble title for.
There are far too many animals in this map.
I know. I like animals.
Animals are
What's
nice.
up with this?
Actually, is this running dynamic lighting right now for you guys?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just. It looks like it's. I don't know. I'm.
If you click and move your character, click and drag and move your character around, the light should change.
Oh yeah, it does. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's doing that. I can see. That's
Holy shit, all those animals.
Oh,
No, bye.
bye, Eilert.
Eilert just walks up
Oh,
to
right.
He just
Someone that I
leaves
forgot
out.
to put in the scene.
The wolf.
Yep.
Big wolf man.
Yeah.
Wolf.
Is this the guy? Have I worked with this guy before?
Yeah, this is Wakefield's boss.
All right. Okay.
Okay. So it's this guy right here. Is he the?
Yes, he's the lesser noble, propositioning you guys with, like, getting in on the ground floor of a pretty substantial business venture here.
Never did like the nobility much.
They pay well, generally.
Can I ask him exactly what he has in mind?
In this time of war, like arms companies, which are like in the setting, like a mercenary company is what like come into enemy territories, but when you're defending your country and you're on your land, they call them an arms company because it'd be impolite to call them mercenaries. So yeah, he's like essentially saying that like I'm gonna like gather a group of people like yourselves together, turn them into an arms company, establish one of you as the leader, and that leader will automatically be given like a noble title. But you need to get a noble title off someone else first before they can do that.
Alright, so who do we need to kill?
No, killing people like can't just kill a noble, then it just goes through the line of succession. You need to get
This damn
their
lineage is
title
always.
removed.
Okay, so who do we need to frame for killing someone?
Maybe you could. There's always humiliation. That could also work. Something that I'll
so
get
whose
them.
penis do we have to cut off?
Who's penis?
He's gonna look at you like, what is wrong with you?
Whose junk do we have to cauterize?
It's not that simple, and I'll certainly work this on my end. Certainly not something we're going to be able to get done anytime soon, but something we're going to have to... If you want to do this, it's going to be something we're going to work towards for quite some time. Be on the lookout for methods of disgracing nobles.
Hold on a second.
What social class is this guy?
Oh, he is like a lesser noble.
Does that make him a burger?
He's a lowborn. Like he's the equivalent of lowborn, but for like nobles. So like he is already a tier above you than like you could start off as.
I'm sure I could. We should. I feel like it'd be maybe if we should try and frame him for something.
This guy who's trying to do help you.
The guy would have to. The noble we have to get like a title. If we try to strip a noble of his title, maybe a framing might work.
Oh, the city is full of nobles, and also the Rivieras are currently in a bad spot. Being caught doing some necromancy, whilst the head of their families are dead. If we could find a little something to put on their children, so that, well, when I say children, I mean adult children.
We're talking like teenagers here, probably like
no, they're
17-ish.
like in their they're in their like mid to late 20s.
Okay, so they're
currently squabbling over the title, and if you could just disgrace them a little further, prove that it was more than just the mad ramblings of some grieving parents that were about the necromancy, then maybe we could get their title.
Well, I'm wondering if I can con this guy into saying there's absolutely no way we can do this without like a retainer before, like a chunk of money to work with. So
a way to make sure even if the deal goes south, we still have something to our name.
So
are you asking for cash up front, or some kind of fund that I could
retainer
purchases for?
Yeah, we need some sort of retainer to work with. And when you attempt to deceive, I have forked tongue and a rank and guile. So when you attempt to deceive someone of a social class other than your own, you gain a 20 base chance to your guile test.
But you're not really trying to deceive him. You're actually trying to talk him into giving you money.
Okay.
Unless you don't plan to do this task.
Okay.
It's a bargain, really.
Yeah.
So, anyone's good at bargaining? No one? No one's got
I could threaten him, but I really don't want to threaten people I already know. We did such work together before.
Yeah, also, it's worth pointing out that this guy is very much in a position of power over you guys. You're in the guild hall because he is a member of the guild.
I am a pirate captain. Privateer captain, sorry. So I'm not, intimidated at all.
There are old tokens on this map, by the way.
Okay.
Yeah, just out here.
Oh, shit, okay.
What are you doing exploring the map?
I'm sure we could try and haggle. I don't know. Try and see if we can get a good... at least I'm pretty sure we should me half now and then the other half later. So that way if this goes south, we still at least didn't waste all our time.
So this isn't a matter of lump sum payments. This is if you do this, then a lot of money will be available to you whenever you need it. And if you
wages for a mercenary.
How much we talking here? That's the question.
Oh, it's all about your methods and how you do it. okay, if you succeed at this, like in a broad sense of this, like being a campaign arc that you succeed in, then you will be able to market yourself as mercenaries, and if you get a job, you could expect $40 a day, like 40 gold a day per person, for jobs that you do as mercenaries.
Well, yeah, that's pretty inflated.
Yeah.
I mean, people will like try to negotiate you down, so I advise that you get someone who can, barter about this kind of stuff. Otherwise, you're going to be losing a lot of that to far more skilled negotiators. But if you succeed at this, you'll be in a very good position.
I have a pretty good fellowship, so I could probably bargain if none of you have the skill itself, and I'd probably be a okay kind of roll. But,
I'm pretty good at fellowship as well, but I'm happy for you.
I could try. I don't think I have much to do with this. It's up to you guys.
Who was that was just talking?
Yeah, there was 3 of us talking.
Oh, no. So you're the pirate cap. I mean, just from a role play standpoint, either my character or your character, I think, would be a legit character to do it.
I mean, yeah, I'm sure they have to haggle some way.
All right. Well, Lucia will lean across the table. She'll put her feet down, look serious this time, straighten her back, and she'll say, "Well, I agree that we should begin working on a more concrete form of employment, and an arms company sounds like great work for us. We're well suited for that. You've got a very discerning eye. We really need to talk about what kind of wages we'll be seeing in the short and intermediate terms."
Okay.
She's trying to do I get a situational modifier to bargain, or do I just roll flat?
Yeah, you butted them up pretty good with that. I feel that's a +10.
That's a pretty decent one.
How many degrees is 0 degrees of success?
Yep, that's a fail.
Versus his a lot of degrees of success. His 8 plus 5. Oh shit! Yeah, 8 plus 10 degrees of success. Okay. If you have needed specific equipment, bring your requests to me, and I shall have them paid for as long as you can justify the expense. Until then, how you get paid for doing this is your own concern.
That's very reasonable. Thank you.
Okay.
That was a pretty bad roll.
Yeah.
But at least got something.
But yeah, it's in his favor, so I wasn't going to not give you anything if you press the matter.
Now, I got a question.
Yeah.
What is this? What does the rating mean again?
How it works?
Yeah, rating is what you want to roll under.
Oh, right. Okay, yeah, okay.
You want to roll under it, but high enough to get the 10s modifier to increase.
Yeah, no, I totally know the mechanic. I was just not. My brain wasn't
fart.
Yeah, my brain wasn't connecting what I was seeing in the little box with the mechanic. But no, I'm on it.
Right.
Okay, so my character will stand up and say, "Well, we need to investigate this noble house you have spoken about. Do they have any particular properties or holdings that would not be populated at this time of day?"
I'm sure we can find something to scrutinize in there.
Yeah. Mercenaries are flooding back into the cities, and every noble is willing to throw open their doors to get a little bit of that favor. Carry favor with the city elders and defenders, and for those less well off, try to hire back at some of our very own arms companies for a little less than normal. Favor with these groups can be very advantageous in times like these, so Unfortunately, I am not as well connected as I would hope. Whilst there may be some, I would suspect most of the estates of these various nobles will have at least someone of some standing staying somewhere.
And if they're not, they're most likely heavily guarded.
Hang on, my screen just crashed. Hang on.
Okay.
All right. Well, I think if these guys are necromancers or related to necromancers, finding I don't know, somewhere where necromancers congregate and investigating, see if they know.
A crypt, maybe.
Oh,
no, we find a little nerdy necromancer.
Michael knows someone who knows stuff about necromancers. Inquisitor Pigman.
Oh God.
Let's go find this Inquisitor, beat the shit out of him, and see.
No, she's hardcore.
Beat him for money.
She will take at least a few of you with her and have guards on you quick enough to make a fight of the rest of you.
Violence is not the best option against an Inquisitor.
I was thinking more of we find a necromancer who's weak and nerdy, and we beat the shit out of him for information about this family.
Well, the Inquisitor will know actually what
I feel
happened to the Riviera family. Because I'm pretty sure last thing I remember, I was unconscious.
Even then, I feel like a more tactful approach might be better than just beating the shit out of someone.
That actually usually happens when I end up meeting with Inquisitor Pigman.
You just beat the shit out of people?
No, I end up
she
unconscious.
Keeps drinking him under the table.
Yeah.
I think I'm good at
I'm 300 pounds.
Damn.
He's a big boy. You're big, man.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's got a big heart.
Are you wanting to go out into the city to mingle and such? Are you done here? Is what I'm asking.
Yeah, we'll find a lead on a noble family somewhere.
I'm not setting this up as something that you should I wasn't thinking of this being necessarily the focus of the session, but it can be. But I have other stuff planned for you, that chief of surgery has a request for Michael. That prostitute, the madam that Olette and Lucia had a conversation with has requested their presence again. There's still the Church of the Crouching One and still hunting the undead, and the ogres would like to talk to you guys again, as well as anything else you'd like to do.
So, I kind of like the idea of us going after the undead a bit, because that might lead us towards information.
That explicitly doesn't pay, though.
Yeah, but it's good Samaritan duty. And it might
My church will thank you.
Yep. The broader scale of the undead stuff that's going on right now is that it's fairly common knowledge that heaps and heaps of books of Await the Dead have just been given out to the poor for some reason, somehow. And that, a lot of them are using them to raise the dead and then have them attack the rich so that they, scare them out of their home so that they can steal from them, pretty much.
That's pretty funny. That's a good idea. But
we should... right now, it's kind of an open secret about that. There isn't a whole lot of knowledge disputing that appraisal of the situation.
So you find a poor person with some necromancer books or whatever, and we beat the shit out of him until he tells us where he got it.
Okay. That is a good idea, considering it is currently daylight. Because the dead come out at night. So, how is this motley group going to find a poor person with some books that he should not have?
Well, we look for a poor person with books. and that's probably a guy who shouldn't have those books.
Oh, this is a very big city.
Is this
a pretty big guy? Sorry.
Is this rumor or education?
I don't think it's education, but rumor isn't would be a good skill.
Okay.
Rumor.
I might know.
Can we try rumor with assistance? Like, since we're doing it as a group.
I mean, sure.
If there isn't anything else it doesn't look like there are really any other good skills for that, so even with assistance, this is not something people are going to just be talking about, and if you're specifically looking for just poor people with books,
that's gonna be a little broad.
Yeah.
I suppose if there's any conversations going on nearby that seems suspicious, I could try and eavesdrop in on them.
What about a district where there's more like a bookseller's district, or
yeah, try and narrow down the area.
Okay, we find a house that has been robbed by people who use the undead, and then investigate to see who did it.
That is a good plan.
Okay.
It is fairly easy to find someone in a house like that in this district. I don't think that requires a roll. Okay, so you come up, you search around for a few minutes and find a house with its front door smashed in and a servant standing where the door would be, and looks at you disapprovingly as a bit of a rabble. What do you do?
Rabble.
I saunter up to the servant and I offer my hand in greeting. If this guy's a savage, he won't take it. See, I'm on the front foot already.
He looks at you and says, "Your garb is inappropriate for your class, madam. I suspect you should move along before you cause trouble."
But I am part of the Chesterfield Investigation Company, and we're currently investigating the recent attacks on establishments of high class like this one. We are trying to discover what ne'er-do-wells have the ability to launch attacks against venerable houses such as this. This is Doritos, the dog, and he can smell undead and evil people a mile away.
He smiles. Make a guile check at plus 10.
Because that was a lot of bullshit. Well done.
Bullshit expert.
I've
got 3 degrees, so that's pretty bad.
Yeah, but you fail. Wait, do you have that? Didn't you have some ability about failing guile?
Let me take a look.
Pretty sure you get to re-roll those, don't you?
No, that's something different. Don't worry.
Okay.
But I mean, I got 3 degrees. It's not a complete fail. So I mean, it's up to you though.
No, you failed your roll.
Oh, did it?
Yeah, 87 is more than 75. I'm sorry. Whether you're a part of a investigation group or not, we have not hired you, and we have every faith in the Inquisition to find out the ongoings of whatever transpired in this building.
And in the meantime, you can stand in the doorway.
I do as I am ordered to. This is a safe enough neighborhood during the day.
The undead only come out at night, don't they?
Yep.
I could just punch this guy in the face. What do you guys think?
I mean, no. So violent, Missy.
I'm not. He's stood in the doorway. It's rude.
Well, he's like literally being a doorman.
He's being a door.
That too.
I just want to knock on the door.
So are we going to try and force our way in, or we could look for another house?
As amusing as it would be, I don't think we should force our way in.
Well,
But surely
there
more
are
houses.
other methods that you haven't tried yet, like bribery.
I don't think most of us have the funds to bribe, though.
Yeah, I'm bankrupt, so if you guys have any... Well, don't laugh at that, that's true. I'm bankrupt, so if you guys have any money to come up with a bribe, that'd be great.
Hang on, I'll help with that in a moment.
What is like a level of bribe that's, what is the economy like here, I guess is what I'm wondering about.
I mean, a few silver should be enough, right?
Yeah, like around 10-ish silver, maybe. Like a gold would get you in all in for sure, and he'd claim he'd never met you.
Gold A. Let me just check here. Where is it? Combat?
Yeah.
All right.
The whole thing works better if you go on the all page. It just looks a lot better. Because like coins are just above your trappings at that point. So.
Yeah, I've got 7 silver pieces, but I'm not willing to dump my whole load on this guy.
I can offer him a gold to let us in if he looks the other way
him
for
with
a
other
moment.
things if you're really not wanting to pay. But yeah, if someone wants to pay gold.
Yeah, I will. I'll give you a gold if you step aside while we have a look around.
He can even watch us.
Like he takes it, it's like, that's you're unartful, sir, as he puts it in his pocket and steps to the side. It's like, and as you walk in, it's like everything of value is already stolen anyway. Just
everything, everyone has a price, apparently.
We are just good people, honestly. Like, it's surprising.
I never saw you, and you never saw me.
Let's keep it that way, shall we?
Yeah.
I saunter in.
Oh, crap. Is there any difference? Before we continue, I actually forgot to get stiletto written on here. Is there any difference between that and the rapier, or?
Yeah, there is. Stiletto is, what is it? Fast, weak, and vicious, rather than whatever the things are on that.
Fast, finesse, and bladed.
Yeah.
You tried to convince me that the stiletto was better than the rapier, but I don't believe that.
The stiletto and the rapier are very different weapons.
I have almost everything I have is for concealment, and then, like fast, and then stabby.
A rapier is better than a stiletto if you have a high agility bonus.
Yep.
So it was what was it? Fast, vicious as well. Was that one of them?
Yeah, like fast, weak, vicious.
No finesse, just fast, weak, vicious.
Yeah. Yeah, finesse is the tag that means that you add agility bonus rather than combat.
Yeah, so it's like stiletto is still just a stabby, whereas rapier is a more elegant weapon for a civilized age.
Yes.
Yes, it is. Basically,
Yeah,
may as well be using a shank if you want stiletto, right?
A stiletto is basically just a medieval switchblade at that point.
Yeah.
Everything just does a d6.
Yep.
All right, that's all. That's all. Then, unless the type is any different, like AB or
It
still AB.
It should be CB.
CB.
Yep.
All right. That's all. I just had to get that quick little thing out of the way.
Okay. So now you are within this house that has recently been stolen from.
Yeah, we are now an investigation company. The Chesterfield Investigation Company.
So we're going with
Totally not false.
All right.
I think I can
All
feel
right.
comfortable in not recording that because I'm sure you'll forget that lie pretty quick as well.
Oh, Lucy actually has a perfect memory, so she never forgets.
No, I mean you, not your character.
Maybe. Yeah, so I will turn to the group and say, okay, if you guys find any blood, any bodies, any ominous-looking necromantic texts, speak up.
Okay. Good.
Anything ominous. Got it.
Is Doritos gonna help us?
Well,
I
yes. But
He doesn't actually smell zombies.
No, that's not a thing.
That was another lie. Oh,
That was another
It's just
lie.
a dog, man.
but it's a dog.
I mean, I know dogs are
It's a
strong
dog.
smellers, but I don't think they have that level.
Okay,
Well.
so that feels like an awareness check, and if you have education or folklore, you can take +10.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Is that all of us?
Yep.
Okay.
That is pretty good.
I have folklore. I think. Yep.
I think that's a 6 degrees.
Nope.
That's a critical fail.
Oh my!
Devil Core finds a
No.
medieval dildo or something.
it's like made out of goat.
I find books, but I can't read them.
Exactly. Is
Oh, God.
that everyone
I
who wants
should-
to look about?
I could try and look about. It's a D100, is it?
Just click the awareness on your character sheet.
Oh, just click awareness on
Yeah.
my character sheet.
Yep.
Right. Hey. What's my awareness? I'm on combat. Dude.
It's in perception.
24. Okay.
Hey.
So, what is
Uh,
your perception
I don't-
bonus?
4.
Okay, so you got 6 degrees of success.
Do I add anything to the situational modifier or no?
No.
Alright.
But you
So-
pass, so it
Ooh.
doesn't.
No, that's another
Ooh.
critical fail.
That's another.
Okay.
Okay, you two,
Just-
like, fall over each other as you're going up, like, walking up the stairs, so...
I got a 24 with a perception bonus of 5.
Yeah, so... First, let's see
Sorry.
how hurt these two get
Okay,
falling down the
alright.
stairs.
Oh god, no.
Oh, shit. Okay, Olet takes 9 damage,
Thank you.
Crossing my
Wonderful.
fingers.
and... What?
4.
Like, who else fell down the stairs?
I think that was me.
Guy in bronze.
Who was me? Guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Galfrey. Yeah. I took less at least.
Okay.
So how does this work? It's peril threshold.
Yeah.
Not peril.
Oh.
It's
Damage.
Damage threshold on the
Oh, damage,
talents and
okay.
trapping page.
My threshold is 4.
Yeah, so it has to beat your threshold to take you down points, so you don't take any damage.
Yeah.
I'm lightly wounded now.
That'll just take like a day's rest and you'll get over that, but yeah, record it.
It's like a sprained ankle.
I rush towards Olette and I go, Doritos, are you okay? And I make sure the dog's okay.
You gotta have the dog
Like,
okay.
he looks at Olette and like whimpers and like nestles up against her.
Oh,
Oh.
so the dog's okay. Okay.
Yeah.
The dog just. We gotta make sure the dog's okay, guys.
I stumble to my feet and I'm just like, and then mutter something under my breath.
Well, between your two successful investigations, you find a piece of scrap clothing that does not look like it belongs. It looks so like dirty and ragged and like of poor quality that you doubt even the servants would wear something like this.
Is there any insignias?
I want-
or- Sorry.
No, it's just a torn bit of rag.
I wonder, can the dog is like the dog part bloodhound or something?
Oh yeah, so the nose knows.
You can have the dog sniff out which way this thing belongs to.
Most likely. Doritos, be a good boy and actually find out what this fucker is. So he's rolling awareness?
There is.
Or is it just doesn't matter?
Let's see, what was the thing? I believe tracking someone is survival. I shouldn't have closed that. Right, so did I give you?
Doesn't Doritos have a special skill or something?
Yeah, it allows him
You can
to
still do
swap to
that.
succeed on tests to hunt people.
Ah.
Oh, nice.
So
Yeah,
just
like,
roll.
Yeah, that's a
Okay.
survival test to track people.
Okay.
Right.
No bonuses?
No bonuses. 25,
Hey,
so
that's
yeah,
pretty
that's
good.
easy within. So you find your way, like Doritos leads you weaving and whizzing through town to the lower ends, and you find your way to a let's see, a map that I am looking for right now. Right. Okay. Yes, this will do. You find yourselves at the front of the map that I'm setting up, and it'll just take a second.
Okay.
It's at the front of a small indescript house in towards the lower end of town. And Doritos has just pushed in through to the door, right? Right. I should probably have put the people in there first. Right. You're all on the page and can see everything, right?
There's two of me. Who's the real one?
Oh, that's where we are. Okay.
Shit. Wait.
I was on the other side of where we started.
I gotta remember to clear these maps before I do things right.
I draw my pistol and shoot the other me. There can only be one.
You succeed. There is only
There can
one.
be only one.
Okay. Like, there is a peasant inside.
So what sort of what is the descriptor of the environment we're in here again?
It is like on the lower end of town. It's like
Well,
people here certainly like have jobs, but they're not good jobs.
Smells like home
Yep.
and urine.
Like, this isn't strictly the slums, but it's certainly full of lowborn people.
Feels like home.
Oh, where'd all the poor people go from the slums? Did they come into the city?
Oh yeah, they totally did.
Okay.
So we're looking for a homeless man that the dog's going to lead us to.
Oh, he's led you to this house in which he is standing in the doorway on it.
Okay.
I turn to our good talking friend and just like, yeah, this is Europe. Come on, treat us. And then she steps back.
Yes, he gives you the he's in there kind of non-verbal communication thing that dogs can do.
Mm-hmm.
The whole pointing with
Oh,
like
he tells
yeah.
yes, that's right. He tells you that he's in there and that he's currently alone, maybe some corpses.
Okay. So this...
Wait,
So,
did Tortoise talk now?
No, Olette can talk to dogs.
Oh, okay.
Magic.
So he can't track down
I didn't know
magical
Alette was a
creatures, but he
Disney.
can talk.
I
Right.
didn't know Alette was a Disney princess.
Yeah.
it's a secret shame.
So Lucia saunters up to the doorway,
And then I put a hand on Lucia and then I whisper into her ears what Dritos mentioned to me in however form it sounds reasonable. Like, he's getting skittish. There might be like bodies and other things in there as well, so be careful.
So,
like, it certainly doesn't take a dog's sense of smell to know that there are definitely dead things in this area. You just don't know exactly where they are.
So she moves forward to go to the door and then walks down this alley and checks out the side of the building. Is there any windows?
Very small ones that you could not not easily squeeze out.
So this is the only entrance into that house.
Yep.
Okay, I trot over to Michael and I grab his arm and pull him to the door so he's next to me.
All right.
Yeah, go on. And then we knock on the door. I need a big guy.
You need a big guy. You need this 300-pound man with this ball and chain or whatever.
The peasants come out of the doorway and it's like, what is it? What do you... And
We are the Chesterfield Corpse Inspection Unit. We're here to inspect your corpses.
I don't have any corpses.
Just what corpses
that's not a thing.
That's just that's just what a corpse would say.
I'm pretty sure I know what the smell of corpses. You know, I'm around them all day. I know that smell. There's definitely corpses in there.
I've got a talent that lets me intimidate someone, and it means that they cannot attack us unless we attack them first.
You can totally make an intimidation check.
So I lean forward and I say,
just ignore this roll.
Corpse Inspection Unit.
Oh,
okay.
You're making that roll, are you? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so... Yeah, I was going to say you can take plus 30 to it, but you didn't need it.
Yeah. I'm
So-
the Corpse Inspection Unit, and I walk past this man.
Okay, he backs into a corner over here.
Oh,
Move.
well, I'll follow.
trying to stay as far away from you as he can, like mumbling and splatting and not really being able to talk.
Are we just moving now?
Yeah, we're inspecting for corpses. Come in.
Let's see.
Michael, make sure that man is inspected to make sure he's not a corpse.
You're trying super. Make sure this man isn't a corpse. He could be fibbing.
I start just like throwing pots on the floor and like.
As you make
picking up
noise,
shit. Like,
you hear something at the top of the stairs over here.
oh shit! Oh no!
Oh boy, this is gonna
Guess
be.
what? I have a shield and a spear, and I'm happy that I have these things.
I'm going to play good cop with this guy and say, let us know what's going on here, and this will go much easier for you. He's a mean guy.
Everyone
You don't
roll
wanna run-
initiative.
Oh, dice roll. Which
Don't attack the peasant, by the way.
don't attack the peasant man, right?
Yeah, because if you don't attack the peasant, he can't attack us. That's the rules.
That's the rule.
Is it backslash?
Okay, so work out your initiative. It is so many character sheets open. The initiative is in your combat section under initiative, and yeah, just roll d10 and add your initiative, and then put it in on the tracker.
The whole 3 + B thing.
Okay, wait.
Yeah, it does the calculation for you and tells you what it is in the initiative area.
So where?
So just click the initiative button.
Where's the initiative button? I'm looking here at
There it is.
combat.
Yeah, the initiative button
so
just
the
rolls a d10. Like, you have to click on your token to get it, though.
Oh,
there you
okay.
go.
Oh, you click on your token? Oh, okay then.
Yeah, if you click on your token, it should pop up with a initiative
Bar.
and
Oh, yeah, so
yeah,
that's
initiative
Alright,
and
that's
thing
that.
for me.
Where's
No,
the
I'm
initiative button?
I'm
I'm
seeing
getting-
buttons. I'm seeing like a settings thing and like little icons.
Bar 1, bar 2, aura.
No, if you've selected your token at the top left hand of the screen, there should be a damage and initiative thing that pops up. Okay,
Oh,
so
really?
he is
Oh, there's
Oh,
damage.
weapon.
I only see damage.
Yeah, don't worry about it then. Not.
Roll manually? Okay.
Yeah.
So just
You should be able to add your character's things in manually.
Okay, so sorry. How do I? It's backslash 1d10, right?
Yes, 1d10 plus whatever your
I'm assuming
modifier is.
Okay.
Yeah, like
No.
that, but with the slash.
But when I
And
do,
then
it says unrecognized command.
Oh, you have to write row 1d10.
It's
Or
forward
I had
D10.
slash
there's a
R
little like
slash
thing over
roll.
here. So 1d10. Do I add the thing in the initiative that's like 3 + B, PHB or PB?
Yeah, you add the number that's above that calculation.
Roger. So just 1d10.
For example, I typed this in, so it looked like that.
A d10 plus 7 apparently. That's and then you roll. That's a 14. Nope.
That is my page crashing for a second. You can recover. There we go.
All right, that's a 14. I don't know if that's any good or not. And then
Set my page.
there you go.
Now, how do we determine tiebreakers?
I would also like to do something here real quick before we
Fuck,
get
did
any
we just lose
farther.
turnover? No, there we go. Okay.
Tiebreakers are the
Hello?
person who has the highest agility.
Yeah.
I
So,
have
yeah, you can also just choose because initiative it doesn't cost anything to withhold your initiative. So if you both are on the same side and are tied, it just pick who goes first.
Okay, sorry. Go other person.
I think I want to use my talent. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter yet, but I guess we all have danger sense, right? Because we're all human, right?
No.
No. You are a specific kind of human that gets danger sense.
Okay. But I would be notified by you that we were surprised, right? And I would get a chance to do that.
Yeah,
Okay.
This is not surprising. You were fairly well notified.
Right. Okay. Cool. And I think I maybe are going to want to use my lightning reaction. I gain 1 additional action point, but it may be only used to dodge and parry. But I don't think I need to.
Like you just get that, don't you?
Yeah. I don't have to do it. Just before we advance too far for me to rewind, I wanted to toss out that.
Well, okay, I need to pee and grab something to eat, so this is probably gonna even though this doesn't look that big right now, this is probably gonna take a while because combat tends to.
Yeah.
So taking a break, be back in 5 minutes.
Yeah. Okay.